What's up, everybody? Today we're here to talk about trouble in the Pixar universe. Pixar, it's a company that is also a branch under Disney. According to the Pixar chief executive, they believe that Pixar has been drifting away from the root of their storytelling style. So again, another problem within Disney, I guess. So Pixar has given us some of the most beloved animations out there. We have Toy Story, Finding Nemo, Cars, Up, Monsters, and so many other. However, the latest ones, the latest one being Elemental, apparently did not do so well. And according to the chief executive, there are two reasons why. So we're going to have a look at this article. What exactly do they think the problem is? I mean, apart from the whole drifting narrative of storytelling within the Disney universe, I guess there's a lot of stuff to consider here. To begin with, Disney has been doing a lot of putting a lot of their work and movies directly on Disney Plus instead of releasing them in the big theaters. So that is a huge thing. And in my opinion, Disney is such a massive and such a huge company. They should be able to create content for both platforms. What I mean is that they could be having a branch creating content for the Disney Plus platform as well as the movie theaters, because the movie theaters are really huge. The thing is, I believe that a lot of the stuff that they're putting on the movie theaters, they're just not driving people to the theaters anymore. Like, you have to be really excited to leave your house and go watch a movie in the theaters. I mean, there are theater lovers like myself. I would much rather watch something on the big screen, but it's also very easy to just not easy but convenient for you to just watch stuff at home. And taking the amount of choices we have nowadays with streaming. You have Amazon Prime, you have Netflix, you have HBO Max, and you name it. There's just a lot of entertainment out there. And I mean, if you don't have something that is really good and catches people's attention, yes, they're going to be drifting away. And unfortunately, it has been quite a while since Pixar has been able to, create a really memorable movie. And this, in comparison to Finding Nemo, Toy Story, I mean, those are movies that are so memorable. Everyone knows them. Everyone has seen them. And it has been quite a while since they created a movie that was that big, let's put it that way. So let's have a look. What is this article saying? New York Times Brooke Barnes described a Zoom interview he conducted with Dr., which is the Pixar chief executive, that primarily resolved around the failure of Elemental, that Disney is now attempting to spin as a success, given the movie had longer legs at the box office than initially expected. According to the numbers, Pixar's latest animation release, Elemental, only grossed $29.6 million in its opening weekend at the domestic box office. However, the film went on to earn $154.4 million at domestic box office in the entire theatrical run. It added on another $333.7 million internationally, predominantly in South Korea, for a global gross of $488.1 million. However, given the film estimated $200 million production budget, okay, so we always need, when you're calculating all this math, you need to take into consideration how much the movie cost. The movie needed to hit at least $500 million to break even after you factor in the movie's marketing budget as well as the box office split that theaters take. Okay, so although it does seem that the movie made a lot of money, according to the math here described in the article, it had to have made $500 million to break even. So this is definitely an issue. Like I said, nowadays we have a lot of options. You don't need to just, if you're not sure about a movie, a lot of people just rather stay home and watch something on streaming. That's how things are happening now. So the thing is that Disney, I don't think they haven't been able to create a lot of really great content for the Disney platform. I mean, they've been trying to with the Marvel Universe, but I mean, we can discuss, some people might think that they're being successful, but the numbers do not lie. What else is saying here? According to Barnes, Doctor placed the blame on Walt Disney executives who moved Pixar films from theatrical release to Disney Plus releases. Barnes detailed, for a start, the executive said, Disney had undercut Pixar as a big screen force by using its film to build the Disney Plus streaming service. So of course they want to catch up with Netflix, which is still the king of streaming, but they haven't been able to create, I think, the amount of content that is necessary and in the rate that is necessary. What I mean is that they need to put out content really fast, but I just think that Disney didn't quite get that yet. He reportedly pointed out that Soul, Turning Red, and Luca all released on Disney Plus instead of getting theatrical releases. I actually quite liked Soul. Luca, not so much. I didn't see Turning Red, so I can't comment on that. Doctor claims this change shifted the ways viewers look at Pixar films. There has been an overall shift in viewing habits as a result of the pandemic. I have to agree with that. But also specific to Disney Plus, we've told people, hey, all of this is going to be available on Disney Plus. Not only did Doctor claim that Disney executives have screwed the pooch by putting Pixar films on Disney Plus, but he did take some of the blame himself, with Barnes stating, although not saying so directly, Mr. Doctor also indicated that Pixar had perhaps drifted too far from its storytelling roots, and I think that is definitely the root of the issue. Let's continue. To that point, Doctor said, I always felt that Elemental would speak to a lot of people, and I'm happy it has. But we have also taken another look at the project we have been working on. What are kinds of films that we want to be making? What kind of films that we want to be making? I really think I want to double down what's allowed us to speak to the audience to begin with. So in my opinion, what I think they should be doing is going back into the root of storytelling. You know, you have to get themes that are relatable to people. You have to get stories and characters. Usually I think the stories that are most famous out there are character driven. You know, if you think of Finding Nemo, if you think of Up, even Cars, right? All these stories are character driven, and not only that, they've always been so good at touching our hearts with really heartfelt moments, and that's the kind of stuff that makes us connect with the Pixar movies. However, lately they just are not doing so great. I haven't seen Elemental, so perhaps what he's saying here is definitely true. I mean, I don't think theaters are what they used to be, and that has a lot to do with storytelling. I mean, Hollywood has completely changed their storytelling framework. Most of the stuff that we are getting nowadays are mostly political, and I don't know, they're just not very touching stories out there anymore. Movies, I mean, sometimes here in a whole year you get one or two great movies. What is going on with entertainment, you know? So yes, this is definitely not very good news for Disney. Again, there's a lot of branches under the Disney corporation that is just not doing so well. Marvel is struggling as well because they had left their iconic characters behind, and it's just going over a whole new different way of telling stories that are not very relatable. The same thing is happening with, we could say the same thing with Star Wars. You know, sometimes we do get some little really great things Star Wars related here and there, like The Mandalorian. I really like that show. Other than that, a lot of the other stuff is mostly like clickbait, mostly like nostalgia based. Anyways, guys, drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Do you like the Pixar movies? Have you been watching the latest movie? Have you seen Elemental? Did you like Elemental? Was it a great movie? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Also, do you really think that Pixar is going through some trouble as well? Drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye.